You're live. I hope I is. Howdy, everybody. Well, actually, it's howdy nobody, but in a little bit it'll be everybody. But right now it's you. So, you're either nobody or you're you. I ain't sure. Which are you? That was very confusing. What up, Cliff? Where you at? What are you doing, young man? I'm cooking a pot of beans in there. I'm just now getting them set where I want them, I think. No, I'm not high in Denver, and you shouldn't be either, Harry. We're getting too old for that shit. And the kids will never understand what we did. Inline waiting to get into a grocery store. I ain't never. What up, Joseph? You're sick of Denver? I'm sick of Denver too, and I ain't even been there in a while. Cornbread salad. Ain't never did no cornbread salad before. I've done cornbread a lot of ways, so send me a recipe for cornbread salad. Now I've done cornbread dressing for in your turkey. What up, Sassy? Well, happy Turkey Day to you too, brother. Well, I'm just kicking back on the front porch. All right. Is it a cornbread salad or is it a cornbread dressing? Or do you know? And after a while, Grandma will make up some cornbread from scratch. What's up, Warwick? What's going on, mate? I was trying to harass you in the wee hours of the morning. Well, the wee hours of the morning, my time. And yeah, I'm in Georgia. That's all I do anymore is rest. I'm about tired of resting. Oh. Closing down the restaurants for dine-in tomorrow. Yeah, they're doing that a lot of places, dude. My opinion, if anybody wants it, I think this bunch of this nonsense is distract us away from the election stuff. Did anybody watch the president's legal team today? Me and Grandma did. All of it. We sat around and waited on it. Because we did actually have something to go do. But we was both wanting to see it. Well, I can't fill you in on a whole lot of it. They was giving us what they said was their opening for court. And then, of course, in court, they have to prove it. Now, we watched it on Fox, and one of the things that irritates the hell out of me is even Fox now. You listen to them like we did after this lawyer's briefing today, and Fox ain't got Trump's back at all. I think Fox is trying to backpedal so that if Trump don't make it in and they're thinking he won't, then they're not on such a dark side with the other ones. So, yeah, Warwick, I have. So, but anyway, the legal team was telling a whole bunch of stuff that they basically have them on, and now they have to go to court to prove it. And some of the stuff that they was coming off with, it was just mind-boggling. Uh, I was talking to my brother, the one out in Albuquerque, a while ago, and he's like, "Yeah, but they got to prove it. You know, they've got it buried so deep." And I'm like, "Wait a minute, brother. They was so blatant and so sure of themselves, and so sure they get by with it. Some of it ain't so blatantly buried. Some of it they did it right in your face. Here, take this. You know." So you're right. The news media is, and they had a young, sassy little lawyer. I don't remember her name, and she'd been a prosecutor and stuff, and she got in her ass quick, boy. So, Jay Ryder, shame on you. Now, y'all give me 2 or 3 minutes. Let me go make sure. I'm trying to get my beans set just right where they don't boil over. I will be right back. You lucky rascals. All right. So who left me? Now I ain't gonna spill the beans. And it's at a real gentle boil right now. So it needs to cook about 3 hours. So yeah, that little sassy fire pot, spitfire, whatever you want to call her, she was firing the media up. And old Rudy, he got on there and he was like, "We're on there now doing your damn job." No, man. It's just a regular old pot on top of the stove. Now, we was at using mine and Mama's cookware, Grandma's cookware. We would have Mama's bean pot out. Grandma has her mother's bean pot from when she was growing up. So, what up, Ralph? So, yeah, I need to shave, I guess. I don't know. It's so easy to be lazy and not do it anymore. Actually, we ain't doing fried taters today, damn it. We ain't got none in there, and nobody's wanting to go get them. Go get taters, that is. So it's going to be just beans and cornbread. Well, I bet. Haven't you ever been taught that on a date you don't discuss politics or religion? Hell, I learned that when I was a kid and I wasn't into either one of them. So it was easy to stay away from them. Unless you're Warwick. Now, Warwick, he likes them kind of dates. He just can't decide if he's a conservative or the liberal. Okay, Jay, you don't know how to say, "I really rather not discuss politics"? It's real easy. Anyway, it's easy for me. Yo, I'd rather not talk politics. Ain't too often I say that, though. Well, I need to get out of here and water Mama's plants. She ain't watered these plants in I don't know how long, and they are needing it. Oh yeah, they need it bad. I'm gonna have to boot her in the butt. Yeah. I will just keep my mouth quiet too. I see I'm listening. You ain't even talking, you're typing and I'm listening. So what's everybody doing? Where y'all at? Where you going? How many of y'all are on my Facebook page for Simple Living? I'm doing pretty good, JJ. How you doing? I was up in the wee hours, Lincoln, Nebraska. I don't vote, mate, but I lean on the labor side. Well, y'all got different parties over there. I ain't sure how that works over there in the Outback. Being a long week, I hear you. I have to find out what my son did with my Trump flag. Oh, and there's one of Grandma's flowers open out there, a pretty red one. I ain't been around to the front here in a little while. Got some pretty ones down there. She got a few of her fall flowers blooming. Southeast Oklahoma. Heading home for the weekend, or you're home for the weekend. Where you at in Southeast Oklahoma? I'm almost over it. Damn it. Okay. 2 hours south of McAllister. All right. I used to run out of West Salem Springs over there. Had to stop and think of it there for a minute. I'm almost over my code, and Grandma's getting closer. So as long as we've been back, we've been keeping our distance from the kids and the grandbaby. It's Grandma, she wants to go snatch her up, and she can't. Oh. Starting to wonder if they was going to turn or park. I don't know, Harry. I've never done any of them vaccines other than what I was forced to in school back in the 60s. And I don't do the flu vaccines and none of that other stuff, so I don't know. I'm not going to sit here and say, no, I won't. Because I honestly don't know. See, that's something else. Ain't it amazing that neither one of them companies said that they had got the vaccine ready until right after the election. Huh. And why do you think that is? Do you think it's because Trump was putting his thumb on him? Oh, Harry, they can't force me to do nothing. Now, I'm old hillbilly rebel, brother. Now, when you go talking about force with me, that means you're going to bring the gun and the goon squad, and we'll leave it at that. Cold dead hands type shit. Now, I'm not being forced to do, no, I'm forced to pay taxes. That's about as far as I'll go. Buy insurance for my cars. That's a scary thing about it. Biden actually pulls this off. Is you know he's coming back with that Obama nonsense. It is a China virus, dude. There ain't no joking about it. Yeah, they bitch about Trump being so bold and brass. They don't understand. That's what a lot of us like about him. Just like him not giving up now. You know, I was having a conversation earlier today, and, you know, do you remember when Gore lost the election, how long he fought? You know, a lot longer than Trump has fought so far, and that was only over one state. You know, but that was okay. Do you remember at the 2016 election that we went 4 years and they never did admit that he was their president or anything else? You know, they fought him tooth and nail for 4 years, and now all of a sudden they say he should just roll over and give it to them? No. I want him to exhaust every possible means he has to take it back. And some of the stuff his legal team was talking, I don't know. I find it hard to believe that he can pull it off or they can pull it off, but you never know. You need to try to do a YouTube search and see if you can listen to his legal team from today. It was almost a 2-hour ordeal. It was well worth it in my book. So what are you doing over there, Warwick? Did you ever get moved, man? I know you was in the process of starting to move when this virus nonsense started. Did you ever get moved, or you still with the kangaroos? And no, folks, he lives in town. I'm just poking fun at him. We've been on a video chat before. JJ, don't go there, man. You don't want to go there today. You will not like my response. So let's just agree to disagree today, okay? And I don't need no lectures from nobody. Y'all think he was loud enough? The last live feed. Well, that would have been Sunday, man. I don't even remember what I said. I hope it was good. I probably made reference to people hearing you cough and they automatically go COVID. Yeah, I got you. I got you now. Oh, me, oh my. Getting a little nipply here in Georgia overnight. Down there real close to the freezing. Dipping down into the 30s. I have to look and see what tonight is. I got to go check them. I think I've got them just right at that boiling point, rolling boil. Let me go check them. Oh. Oh yeah, we good. On the new cabin? So you're saying you paid a deposit. Does that mean you're having one built? You didn't like that damn city living anyway, man. Oh yeah, I remember the bird flu and the swine flu. Yeah, JJ, we ain't been united since Obama first took office, remember? That's what I was saying earlier. Because now everybody wanting to call for unity and all that. Where's the unity been the last 4 years? I mean, really. It ain't been there. You're staying out in brush block on a friend's property. I paid $16,000 deposit on my new cabin. Well, the thing is to be united, there has to be give and take on both parts. Just like in a marriage, there has to be give and take on both parts. But it's been my experience that one side of this does not want to be united and give and take. They want to take. So, you know. And they've been taken for years. That's part of what had so many Republicans mad at the Republican Party for, is they kept letting the Democrats take and take and take, and the Republicans lost all their backbone. They didn't have the backbone to stand up and say, whoa, stop, damn it. And they just kept giving and giving and giving. And now they have created a monster. And they don't have their magic sword. Taking delivery after Christmas. What a deal. They're going to bring it in on wheels, or they're going to just bring it in on a flatbed and start assembling it. And do not get some of your mates together with a bunch of beer and say, hold my beer, watch this. We can build this thing. No, 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 no. The thought of Aussies drinking and trying to build a cabin, oh no. Well, if you do it, I want video. Because this is going to be some funny shit. Well, Grandma used to get flu shots back when she was working in a nursing home. They was required. I've never taken a flu shot in my life. Oh. Now that I'm getting older, they tell me I should. I don't know if I will or not. Because every year their batch is different. It ain't like they can repeat it exactly. And I remember a year or two there that more people caught the flu from getting the vaccine than didn't. And it wasn't that long ago. Well, I really didn't have a whole hell of a lot to say about anything. I just figured I'd jump in here and holler howdy and see what folks was up to and that kind of whatnot. Oh, I was talking about my Facebook page. I was up in the wee hours of the night. I got watching some YouTube on the TV. I figured out how to hook my YouTube off the phone up to the TV, so I'm watching it on big screen now. And I was watching some truck wrecks and car wrecks and, highway stuff. And I got chuckling to myself, and I went ahead and did a little post. I go thinking about the road, and I just watch YouTube. Because some of it on there, I like, yep, seen that before. Yeah, know about that one. No. But I tell you, most of them oops are over in Europe, Russia, Germany. And man, I'll tell you what, some of them folks just get out swinging. And they don't drive where the dam over there. So many of their accidents are because they're tailgating or passing on a blind curve. I mean, some of it just plumb stupid. Like, how in the world can you be doing that? You've got to know better. So then it starts making you wonder, do they have to get a driver's license? Do they just buy one, or do they actually have to test? And when I started out driving, I was driving a cab over, Old International. And we all had our loaded jokes about them and all that. But you start watching some of them overseas, and so many of them, when they get in that wreck, that cab just comes unhinged, flops right over, and it's like the driver's right here staring at the asphalt. I'm like, damn, I'm glad that never happened to me. Then one of my friends, I seen it in my memories today. It might have been Carlos, I'm not sure. They did a video of one of the last cab overs, which I got a JB Hunt to show his to Grandma. And you open the door, and there's a set of stairs that you walk up a set of stairs. So then you close this door, and it closes back. And we had agreed if I could find one of them, that was back in the day. Nowadays, if I talked about it, she'd laugh at me. And it did not have a doghouse in it. Back when I was driving them, it had a doghouse right here beside you. Use it as armrest. Put a little cooler or something on there. It wasn't quite that high. It was barely above your seat. Well, I guess they wouldn't be hiring me then, Harry. What up, Jamie? Timothy. What's going over there in your neck of the woods? How hard you boys getting hit with it? And speaking of which, Warwick, how bad are you getting it there in Australia? Uh-huh. I remember some of that Wild West trucking, young man. Remember, we're in the same age bracket. I made a comment about that the other day. Somebody was going on about the new trucking and how all us old men was getting out of it. That was Bulldog. I guess he didn't get notification that I was live streaming. Busy little intersection here. Y'all hear all this traffic? Dodge City to Hunts Point. Damn it, boy. Well, what I was saying, Warwick, I don't know how much of it is blown out of proportion. You know, and the thing is, to me, is we had that first shutdown. Everybody wear a mask. Everybody stay home. Quit your jobs. Let's bankrupt the country. And it didn't work. So here we are on round two, which was predicted months ago. And they want to try the same nonsense that didn't work before. Well, we're already crippled from the first shutdown. So now they want to do it again? And Biden, during his campaign, he was hollering how he was going to shut the country down. And I heard him in there today, no, that was a hypothetical question, and I'm not shutting the country down, blah, 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 blah. Well, that ain't what you were saying earlier. So, and now they're trying to tell people, don't have nobody at your house for Thanksgiving. I got news for them. I don't see that working. Not with the people I know. People I know, they're going to be saying, screw you. We're going to have our regular shindig. The CDC was saying that if you was going to someone's house, you need to take your own food and your own utensils and eat outside and blah, blah, blah. And me and Grandma was just sitting there laughing at them. I don't see it happening. Let's see. It's like 1997. I'm headed to work. Coming at me are 3 flat Macs. Awesome to see them again. Had to turn around. I bet you did. So, well, Warwick, he's got some Macs that are made just for Australia. He had sent me some pictures of. You and Warwick need to get hooked up on Facebook. Let him send you a few of them. It is getting nipply out here. That ain't a bad looking Dodge there. I can't tell if it's a 35 or a 25. From the late 60s. Yeah, old Bulldog, he sent me a little video. I'd already seen it. And it was a late model. I don't think it was a Mac. They didn't have the Bulldog on the hood. It was a short hood, though. But it was a twin stick. It said the old man was just recovering from a stroke, and you could tell from his face that he had had the stroke. He never missed a gear, didn't scratch a gear, and he was just shitting and getting. I loved it. Well, Warwick, you two need to message each other and get hooked up. He's over there in Italy. I used to have some boys from, where was it, Scotland? Come on here, but I ain't seen them in forever. Had one from Mexico that used to come on once in a while. Had two or three from Canada that'd come on once in a while. And I can only blame myself, people, because I got out of doing these live streams. And if you don't stay on top of it, then you drop your viewer count and all that other stuff. But I just got kind of burnt out on it. Do it on Facebook. You got Facebook, ain't you, Timothy? It's Warwick Jones right there. He uses his real name on him. He ain't scared. Them Australians ain't scared of nothing but bad beer. You give them bad beer and they have a bad day. And he's a good-sized feller, too. I would ask him, but he'd tell me his weight in stones or something. I don't know. Oh, okay. Well, then I don't know how else you'd get in touch with him. But I know several people got rid of their Facebook. And I've tried a couple of other things they've been hollering about here lately, and it just ain't for me. Huh, I got an idea. Sitting here looking at them poles. I got me an idea. Ain't even got a phone. That's all right. You can't even spell phone, so I doubt if you could operate one. You done forgot your English, didn't you? Yep, the land down under. Oh. We're going in. It's cold up there. Oh, them beans are smelling good. They're not boiling over. Let's see if we got them at a nice little boil there. That'll work. What up, Budro?
I think I'm going to go talk to the dean of students about this professor.
I'm on live stream, so careful what you say.
No, he's being a fucking ass.
Oh, shame on him.
On recording, he states that veterans preference makes qualified candidates lose positions. You
Why?
know, because veterans preference. I've got it. I'm going down, and even.
He didn't get you fired up, did he, buddy?
Second time in my career, I'll go to the dean of students because he's singling me out, and this is bullshit.
Yeah. He don't like veterans.
No, he doesn't.
I mean, he's a Democrat. You're a bad guy. You're a veteran.
You know? I'll have to show you my presentation. He tore it apart, and yet only one student didn't make the same error as I did, and he didn't go in as far as detail on all the other 8 students.
Yeah.
But he tore mine apart, and we need to talk after class about it. I'm the only one. And he also got the other students involved. Oh, well, what do you think about his... I'm the only one he did that to. Hold on. Sorry, sir, my internet's lagging.
It ain't lagging. You just don't want to talk to him. Oh, you got another half hour of him.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm very patient.
he gets this from Grandma.
I'm normally very patient and very forgiving. But
There, that's the mad boy.
the thing is researchers are supposed to be neutral and understanding for the research of knowledge.
Right.
He has zero clue about what I do in my research field. He's a fishery biologist, you know, and is sitting here trying to have me explain what it means to survey. Well, why is it important to go to the Philippines and do these surveys? Well, why? What's the problem? You know, but if you go talk to him about doing a baseline population of a fish study, yeah, we got to have a baseline before we can do studies.
Right.
Well, that's the same damn thing I'm doing and going doing surveys is figuring out what is a baseline in 2021 of Filipinos' perceptions of, you know,
Right.
tourists.
Right.
Okay, now let's go back in 5 years and figure out, has it changed?
Yeah.
You know?
Have the needs changed? Have the ways
Have the
of doing
perceptions
it?
changed? What's the dynamics? And he doesn't understand it because he's used to dealing with fish.
Right.
Let me talk about biology, PCRs, you know, reproduction rates, pollution. He gets it. I'm the only one that's doing a population. And
Well, technically, you do need to talk to him after class before you go to the dean.
I don't know if I want to talk to him right now because
Not today, that's for damn sure. Oh, I know.
you know, yeah, he's getting ready to retire next month and he's all counting down. But don't fucking use me as a sabotage.
Sabotage.
No, a sacrificial lamb.
Oh, okay, there you go.
You know?
And you can't just go in there and tell him you're an asshole.
No, because my grade hangs in the balance.
Right.
You know?
Well, wait until you get your grade. Then tell him he's an asshole. Hell, give me his number. I'll call him and tell him.
Fuck, I got his address. Let's go.
Well, we'll drive over there and I'll tell him. I'll bitch slap him for you, buddy. That's what daddies do. He's a little fired up. Ah. Ah. Grandma's laying down.
Track what's happening at your local hospital to make sure it has PPE and equipment and supplies to provide the health care that your family may need. I hope I hope, as you heard about the extraordinary distribution plans of Operation Warp Speed. And the
Damn, that's the
confidence,
vice president still on?
Dr. Fauci expressed today. And the news
I'm turning a little bit of heat on in here.
Research companies are going to submit an emergency use authorization tomorrow on the very first vaccine. That we are literally, we could well be just a matter of a few short weeks away from a vaccine being available across this country for the most vulnerable among us and for those who are caring for them in our hospitals and our clinics.
All right.
I hope everything you've heard today gives evidence of what I said at the start, that America has never been more prepared to combat this
Move my
virus.
stool out of the way.
Let me be clear as I close. We all have a role to play in the days ahead. And you heard this team say, as we see that finish line, as we see light at the end of the tunnel, as President Trump often says, we should see evidence here that we are rounding the corner to that day that we have a vaccine for the American people. We do want to encourage every American to continue to do your part. Wash your hands. Practice
Damn it,
social
that ain't
distancing.
what I wanted.
Wear a mask when social distancing is impossible. To do your part,
All
to
right.
put the health of your family, the health of your neighbors, the health of people in your community first. We are all in this together. And as I've said many times from this podium over many, many months,
Okay.
know that with the cooperation of the American people, with our incredible doctors and nurses and first responders, with the extraordinary partnership of federal and state and local health officials, and with God's help, we will get through this, and we will get through this together. Thank you all.
I hear you, Timothy. Can you have his address? Whose address you want?
Lockdowns to schools, to vaccines, to mental health, and lots of other things like that. Did not take any questions, so that means that we have time to talk about what we want to talk about. We're going to talk about this first. We have Emily Geraldo, Jesse and Greg and Geraldo, guest of honor.
Hi, nice.
What would you like to talk about? I mean, there's so many things there.
Well,
I know that you're just back in New York for the first time.
And it's so melancholy, it's awful, man. I see my old streets, walking Madison Avenue, Lexington Avenue, seeing all those
Warwick, you still on here?
I'm the only guest, as far as I know, in the Barclay Hotel, which is a big
Oh.
It's very, what about all those women that keep coming in? But let's announce where he's staying. let's stick to the positive.
Let me turn that down. I don't want to be trying to compete with it. I might just put you over here so I can sit back a little bit. Okay. Put your glasses on, Dad. Why? Oh, the professor? Oh. All right, boys and girls. Anything y'all want to chat about? If not, I'm going to get off here and do a little catch up on the news. See if little Joe's wanting to bitch a little more. And let him vent. Oh. Now we're pushing almost an hour. Oh. All right, folks. I appreciate y'all coming on and visiting with me a little bit. I'm going to start trying to get on here a little bit more again. No promises. Watch for me. Y'all remember, good Lord loves you. So do I. Y'all have a blessed day now. Bye.